Before we get started, if you're watching this video this morning, we are heading to Carson City, Nevada to play Fennekin Community Day from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. So hopefully we see you there when we hunt for shiny Fennekin. Also, Saturday, May 27th, we are going to be back in Carson City once again. Hopefully we get a group together to play around Mills Park and the Capitol for those Shadow Mewtwo raids that are out. I have a lot going on that weekend, so that's the only time frame I'm able to do raids. So if you're out, hope to see you there. Now let's get to today's topic. I'm Alex Gum, aka Cheeklay. Welcome to Pokemon Go Ahead. I know I'm a little few days late, but Niantic did respond to the Hear Us Niantic movement regarding the nerfing of remote raid passes. If you guys don't know, on March 30th, Niantic made a very unfortunate announcement, and a very sad one at least, that they were going to nerf remote raid passes from doing unlimited amount each day to just 5 remote raids per day. And lately they've been announcing stuff like shadow raids where those cannot be remotable at all, just like with the 4-star raids in community days and the elite raids. So they are definitely sticking to the whole we're doing things in person, no more remote. They're trying to push that away. And the community is not happy about it, so there's a huge backlash on social media, including Twitter, with the hashtag Hear Us Niantic movement. This also happened almost around 2021 when they were trying to nerf all the pandemic bonuses back to normal, such as the distance and other stuff. And they compromised with that, but it kind of seems different this time because in a way the pandemic is almost over. They thought, okay, everyone's going back out. We need to stop with this remote stuff. So they're slowly letting that go away despite their revenue being successful with that because they feel so imbalanced of it. So they made a response after almost over a month and a half of the Hear Us Niantic movement in an interview. So we're gonna go through that, but before we do, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and let me know in the comments below, what do you think about this feedback? So this is with one of the directors of Pokemon Go during an interview a few days ago with, oh gosh, I don't even know where or when it was, but I think we all agree that what the response is, it's not even gonna be nice. And I'm gonna list out just pretty much some of it. Yeah, we've definitely taken notes. It's hard to ignore, right? I personally being tagged a lot in a lot of these tweets, so we read everything and we see everything. That was a very, very painful decision to make even for me. But when we look at some sort of the overall health of the game and the type of behaviors that remote raid passes were introducing, it just really didn't align with the kind of experience we were trying to create. And I can honestly say, even for me personally, it became a sort of an unhealthy way to engage with the community. I would just sort of throw my money at Pokecoins so I could spam legendary raids as much as possible. It goes on to say, and we're talking about legendary Pokemon, they're supposed to be the epic monony of all Pokemon content, and this is something that players, including myself, are doing over a dozen times a day, for some people over 100 times a day, and that's something that we really honestly let go a little bit too long and ultimately needed to course correct. So again, super painful decision that is not something we take lightly, but it's something that we felt is necessary for the longevity of the game and also to ensure that we're not really compromising on our mission. And I know that I could read the other part about what the other guy said, but honestly, it just kind of sounds the same. And then also it goes to saying that like, I pretty much raid more than like 99% of the rest of the community, which is like, where are the statistics for that, you know? Yeah, you can see right there, course correction. They think that it is not the correct way to play the game. I know that we had the bonus because of the pandemic and people were not able to raid because everyone was in quarantine. People were getting COVID-19. So it makes sense why we had remote raid passes, but it had a lot of advantages and pluses. We could raid pretty much whenever we want, so we're not just traveling to places and being at those raids. And it was also very beneficial for those who are disabled or people who felt like they were in areas that did not feel safe to go outside. They feel like they would have been robbed. They felt like they could have been shot and killed. They felt like they could have been raped. So they just felt like this was a great opportunity to do it at home in a very safe environment. And yes, they just said that they were going to nerf it to 5 a day. There are some people who need those bonuses, and the fact that they felt limited just makes it very unmotivating. And so because people were not spending money on that anymore, it's hurting them financially. They're dismissing the idea of it. And now after a month and a half, after being kind of looking at it, annoyed, knowing that they were going to not take it lightly, they're still dismissing it and they're saying, yep, we're sticking to our decision, no compromise. Also, they said that we felt like it, because it's like, despite the feedback from the customers and the player base, they're still gonna do what's best for them. I just think that it was not well received, not well worded, and I get what their motto is trying to be. They want us to go outside and to be active. Now, I could see why that's a thing, and I understand and emphasize. And I'll emphasize how negative remote raids can be. It sucks. And even with that Cleveland raid day, we did get like 10, but even 10 remote raids was still not enough. And so that was very unfortunate. And despite the fact that people quit the game, despite the fact that people took a break, and despite the fact that people are deciding to not spend any more money on this, you know, it is what it is, and there's nothing we can do. We did our part. We did the hashtag. We posted everything. Now, for me personally, I'm obviously still going to play the game because I love this game. I played since day one, so I understand what it was like to go outside every single day. You know, it's something that I chose to do, but I still want to be able to be positive and respectful to everybody else's decisions, and I hope that it is returned back as well. I am so sorry that I had to bring the bad news about the Hear Us Niantic movement, but, you know, we did what we could, and now it's like, what do you think is best for you? You know, do you want to continue playing the game? Do you want to stop playing the game? You know, just whatever you decide to do, let's also try to be respectful in the comments, and let's try our best to be more, you know, respectful on Twitter, because if people still want to play the game, don't just bash on them. If they decided to quit, don't just be negative and call them quitters. Very unfortunate, but that's all the time we have for today's video. And again, we will be back with some great content on this channel for the upcoming week. We'll see you guys next time. Peace out.